So this is what we're going to make today. A vegan pasta with delicious cauliflower with fresh Italian parsley and olive oil and garlic. Stay tuned, see how it's done. And once again, please hit the subscribe button to get future hacks. And this is one recipe that you will utilize and show off your vegan skills. With this recipe, we do need a head of cauliflower, and then you want to make them into florets. So this size is perfect, but if you can't, even this size is fine. We'll do this afterwards to save some time. We need to mince this garlic, 3 cloves of garlic. You need a good olive oil, chili flakes, sea salt, black pepper. And in this recipe, we're going to use spaghettoni. I like a spaghettini or spaghettoni. I'm not a big fan of spaghetti. Down the road, I'll give you a story about that. And Italian parsley. That Italian parsley just brings it up a notch. This is optional, so I do not want you stressing over that. Of course, you can use dry, but still not the same. So we'll begin with this recipe by breaking these florets. So it's great to have everything next to you on the stove all ready to go. Makes your life a lot easier. 3 cloves of garlic minced. The cauliflower, the head of cauliflower is all ready to go. Roughly half a cup of Italian parsley, all chopped, including the stems. Water in the pot, ready for the pasta. 1 pound of spaghettoni. I just turned the stove on high to get this going, because this recipe can all go at the same time. And now let's begin this amazing vegan recipe. So we're going to begin with olive oil. Put the frying pan on medium, high-ish, around 6. You just want to coat the frying pan. You might think that's a lot of olive oil, but technically Google it. You'll see the health benefits of olive oil, especially extra virgin with oleic acid. So Google oleic acid and you'll be surprised on the health benefits. 1 teaspoon of chili flakes. I like my pasta to be spicy, so I might add 2 tablespoons of chili flakes. Get the garlic all minced. And get this all going. My stove is kind of awkward. It needs a little bit more olive oil. It's on a little slant, the element. This water is almost ready to go. I hear it. I'm going to add a tablespoon of sea salt. We have this on medium-high. We have this starting to boil. So this is super simple. Chili flakes and garlic. I'll get this open in the meantime. The box is usually great with al dente. It says 11 to 12 minutes. That's what we'll put on as the timer as soon as this water starts to boil. And the cauliflower will also go with the pasta. This is an Italian recipe which is super delicious. And cauliflower is so versatile that it actually really goes with this. I really want this water to be a heavy boil. This frying pan is really big because we're going to put the cauliflower and the pasta in this pan. And because of it, it does take a lot longer to heat up. But we will be cooking the pasta while this is starting to... And the smell is unbelievable. The smell is unbelievable of the garlic and the chili flakes and the parsley. Let's check the water. I'm looking at it, shouldn't look at it. It's not ready to go. When you see the garlic starting to, I say, sizzle, I would put it to a lower, I would put it to medium low, so around a 4. You don't want to burn garlic, it'll ruin the whole recipe. If your stove is really powerful, then I would put it a lot lower. Just be careful that you don't burn the garlic. And because it's mince, it will pretty much evaporate. Some people like to put anchovies in this, but we're trying to make this vegan friendly. The water is boiling. We'll dump the pasta in. I made a mess, but it's all good. And then what I'm going to do is throw in the cauliflower. Put that to the side. And then grab one of these. This is one of the best inventions ever. And then just slowly, slowly, slowly work the pasta in. I could even do it like this with my hand. It will sink, don't worry. I've done this many times, even though I like to make a mess. And the cauliflower will cook with the pasta. The water is salted. And we'll go like that. Put the timer on. Hit start. And there we go. As you can see, the pasta and cauliflower is cooking amazingly. And then to the side, we have the garlic and the chili flakes and the olive oil still cooking on medium low. This will all come together as soon as the pasta and cauliflower reaches the 11-minute mark. So right now, I'm adding a half a teaspoon of salt, and then I'm just going to do a quick ground pepper. The pasta is almost ready, and the cauliflower. That's still on medium low. A good secret is always to keep extra pasta water, 3/4 of a cup. You can see that it has a distinguished color of the starch and the sea salt. I'm going to try pasta because it says 1 more minute on my stove. Lucky I checked, it's cooked. The great thing about this pot is you can slowly, and I just want to show you to reserve some water from the pot, but with this one we have a strainer. I don't have to strain it too much because that water will go right in here. I'm going to add it really slowly so I don't make a mess of myself. There we go. Put that on the side. Don't need that pot anymore. Add a little bit of that pasta water. I also will utilize this. I'll put that in there. I'll shut off the water. Oh. And then I'm going to just stir this. The cauliflower looks amazing. It's perfectly cooked. It's so funny while taping. the disaster we almost had when I dumped the spaghettoni, not spaghetti, spaghettoni into this. And that's one big piece of cauliflower. Holy smokes. Maybe I should have cut that one up a little bit more. It's still cooked. And there we go. I always like to add a little bit more of olive oil. You can see that and I usually use a half a cup. If you don't like it with so much olive oil, then you could put that differently. You don't have to use as much. You could use more pasta water. That's one big cauliflower. And the stove is still on. And this is the secret right here that just brings it up a notch. Is the parsley. I'm going to shut off the stove because you don't really want to cook the parsley, especially when it's so fresh. And oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. This is beautiful. I'm going to plate this, but I can't wait. I'm going to steal. Oh, it's so hot. I won't steal then. I'm going to put this in a nice pasta bowl, and then we'll go from there. Again, if you don't like that much olive oil, you don't have to push a half a cup in at the end. You just need a half a cup of pasta water. The pasta will soak it all up. Or you can also just leave the olive oil on the table, and people can help themselves. If you want it more spicy, you can throw in fresh chili. And of course, to make this non-vegan, you would add Parmesan cheese to it. Once again, Beyond Cool, hit the subscribe, leave a comment, let me know how this vegan recipe turns out. It is delicious. It's an Italian vegan recipe. And here is a plate, and I always like to try my food. The cauliflower is totally cooked and delicious. It is creamy. The pasta is not oily, as you saw how much oil we used. And this is going to be the test right now. Wow. This is just beyond tasty. Wow. If you want to add more fresh parsley, and when you're serving this, have some extra parsley again on the side, it will be a showstopper. Just delicious. Take care, and remember to hit the subscribe button.